students. So, we will be discussing about the next portion of our chapter, physical quantities and measurement. Today we will discuss about measurement of density. So before discussing, I must say that I had given you some home assignments and you will be writing that home assignments or review your questions in your leftover pages of your old weekly test copy or assignment copy or classwork or homework copy. You will staple the pages and you will write down your physics, chemistry, biology over there. So, measurement of density. Now, for equal volumes, sand appears to be heavier than an equal volume of cotton. Why? Because matter in sand is more closely packed than in cotton. The density of a substance is defined as its mass per unit volume. So, if more mass is packed into a same volume or if same mass is packed into a smaller volume, it becomes denser. So, the amount of mass in a given volume can be expressed in terms of density. So, what is density? The density of a substance is defined as its mass per unit volume. Density D equals to mass by volume. The density of a substance can be increased by either increasing its mass for a given volume or decreasing its volume for a given mass. It is vice versa. The SI unit of density is kilogram per cubic meter and the CGS unit is gram per cubic centimeter. Now, SI unit, the term SI means International System of Units and CGS means Centimeter Gram Second System of Unit. So, according to SI unit, unit of density is kilogram per cubic meter and according to CGS system, unit of density is gram per cubic centimeter. Now, we can say that density equals to mass by volume. We can find out the densities of different substances if we know the mass and volume. Okay, determining the density of a solid. Now, to find the density of a regular solid, at first we will calculate the density of a regular solid. We need to calculate mass and volume. The mass of the solid can be measured using a beam balance and the volume can be calculated by the formula volume equals to length into breadth into height. Density of an irregular solid. Now, to find out the density of an irregular solid, at first we have to take measuring cylinders. The measuring cylinder is half filled with water and the water level is noted as V1. Then we will immerse a stone there. So when we will immerse a stone, the water level will increase and we can write down the reading as V2. So the difference between the reading, that is V2 minus V1, will give the volume of the stone. And the mass can be determined by using a physical balance. For example, here the water has been taken within this measuring cylinder 30 ml. And when we had introduced the stone, water level has increased to 60 ml. ml means milliliter. So, by differentiation, that is 60 ml minus 30 ml will give us 30 ml. So, the volume of the stone is 30 milliliter. The next is our speed. Now, the speed of an object can be defined as distance travelled by it in unit time. So, what is speed? Now, speed of an object can be defined as distance travelled by it unit time. And speed equals to distance covered by time taken, or distance equals to speed into time. The SI unit of speed is meter per second and it can also be expressed in kilometer per hour. So, if we know speed and if we know time, we can find out speed. Or if we know speed and if we know time, we can find out distance. Home assignments. Some numerical questions are here. A. The volume of an object is 8 cubic centimeter and the mass of an object is 84 gram. What is the density of the object? And B. A boy starts from home, goes to a shop which is 2 kilometers away, buys things and comes back in an hour. What is the speed with which he travels? So students, I hope that all of you understood this chapter and all of you will try to do the home assignments. So we will be discussing about a new chapter in our next video. Thank you.